reviews for the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World franchise. I am now up to the 5th movie in the franchise, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, Fallen is definitely a choice of words for this movie because this is where the franchise unfortunately starts to fall off of a cliff. We had that great classic original movie in '93. You get the somewhat disappointing sequel in '97, but still, a worthy follow-up. Part 3 is mostly forgettable. You get the reboot, requel, legacy sequel with Jurassic World, and it's actually pretty entertaining. So it's setting things up to possibly be good. And then we get to this, and it's like, man, where did it go wrong? Because Fallen Kingdom is just, it's a lot of bad decisions. It's a lot of very bad decisions. Not to say that there aren't some decent or good elements in this movie, because that happens with all of these movies in this franchise. But this one just feels like, man, they really didn't know what to do with it. And it starts right up front with just the storyline for this movie. The volcano on Isla Nublar is about to explode, and the government and everyone in the world is trying to figure out, like, hey, do we go save all the dinosaurs there, or do we just let them all burn to death? And the correct answer would be you should just let them all die. These are man-made monsters, and the fact that they're trying to treat these things as animals is completely crazy. But nonetheless, Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, and a couple of new people go out there to try to wrangle them up, but they're doing it for a guy played by Rafe Spall, who is like an assistant to James Cromwell, who somehow is the original business partner of John Hammond and started Jurassic Park. Like, where the hell did this guy come from? Not once is he ever mentioned in any of the other movies, but somehow he's John Hammond's business partner. What the hell are you even talking about? And then you got a whole storyline with him and his granddaughter, but spoiler alert, she's actually a clone of his daughter. What are you talking about? Man, this movie has so much going on, and majority of it makes no sense. It's utterly dumb. Not to say that there aren't some okay parts, like some of the action is decent, and I actually appreciate at parts and at times in the movie they try to go for more of a horror aspect, give you some horror elements. The opening of this movie is one of the best parts of the movie, where you have these guys on the island after Jurassic World went to shit in the last movie, and they get tracked down by some dinosaurs, and it's pretty engaging. And then from there on out, it's like, hey, where's that? You do get a pretty cool scene when the volcano actually explodes, and you have all the dinosaurs running and trying to get away from it, as well as some of the characters in this movie trying to get away from it, which looks kind of dumb. But nonetheless, it's a pretty okay scene. So, there's some elements that are sprinkled around here. And even the end, or toward the end, when it turns into like a haunted house movie, it's a cool idea. It doesn't really get executed all that well, but it's an interesting idea peppered into this movie. But man, it's like a lot of interesting ideas that just fall flat or don't get executed very well, which you could kind of say about a lot of this series. Is there's definitely elements and ideas that don't really get fleshed out all that well, and when you don't do that, they unfortunately just fall flat. The characters in this movie compared to the last one, or even some of the lesser entries in this series, really are just kind of whatever. I mean, you got Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard back. Both of them are fine. Again, their characters aren't really all that well written or really all that fleshed out, but they're doing what they can, I guess. Then you add some characters in here, like Rafe Spall's character is just like a mustache twirling villain. He's pretty forgettable in the movie. James Cromwell is sleeping in a bed pretty much this entire movie. He's utterly useless. It's just a waste of his talents. And then you bring in new characters like Ted Levine, who's like a dinosaur hunter that they hire to go out there and help them, track down all the dinosaurs on the island. He's basically just a crazy villain that's here for no reason. He's almost kind of like a Muldoon from the original movie, but way more bad than Muldoon. You also have Justice Smith, A guy who I really wish they would quit shoving into movies. This guy just, I don't know what people see in him. It is just not working for me. You bring back Jeff Goldblum for basically the beginning and the end of this movie, where he literally never stands. He's just sitting at a table, in a courtroom, and that's all you get of him. So hooray for that, I guess. But it's just, man, I really don't know where they went wrong here, because the whole thing with the first Jurassic World was just, it's a summer blockbuster. It was entertaining, it was fun, it was dumb, but it was fun, and there was some elements to it that were, pretty solid. This tries to do some other stuff, get somewhat political at times, and it's just like, I don't really see any reasoning for a lot of the decisions made in this movie. So many missed opportunities, but this is a movie that, if you couldn't tell, I don't really recommend. It's definitely one of the lesser entries in this franchise, and having just rewatched all of them, I think I have it tied with the next movie in the series at the bottom of the barrel, because this one just did not do it for me at all. That's about it for me, guys. If you have seen Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it to all your friends. I'd really appreciate it. I'll leave all my links down below on where you can follow me and check out more of my reviews. And until next time, I will catch you guys